Alright, this video is going to quickly cover auxiliary ventilation. Most people with the navigation have this on their screen, but although I've never used it, it's actually quite a cool feature. So the idea is that when selecting it, you can set a timer where, say, maybe you get out of work at 5 o'clock and you would like your car to vent the hot air that's sitting in the car at 5 o'clock, so that say by 10 minutes after 5 or whatever you get into the car, it will have dumped out the hot air and given you fresh air from outside. So you would just set the timer for the right time that you want and then make your settings. You'll see that the light for auxiliary ventilation is on, and it knows that it's going to vent it at 5 o'clock p.m. That would be like, say, maybe by the time you get out of your office, maybe like 10 after 5 or whatever, it would do it. Alternatively, the auxiliary ventilation. This is actually an interesting feature, so that maybe, say, you're pumping gas and you have people sitting in the car and you don't want them to sit in the car and not have everything. You can actually turn on auxiliary ventilation, and with the car off, the air will run. As you can see, the light flashing for auxiliary ventilation. Next time you get in the car, you turn it on. You can shut the auxiliary ventilation off, and you couldn't see it from the camera shot, but when pressing this button, the temperature range, temperature gauge, and the air conditioning shows that it's actually been turned on. So that's the manually adjustment of auxiliary ventilation, a kind of a undocumented feature that is not talked about too often. Pretty cool feature that works really well with the BMW with navigation. Other features are the code feature. People don't really understand what this is. That this is an option where you could say, maybe set a code of 1000, and once you've set that code, so you turn off the ignition, now you go try to to turn on the car again. You try to restart it, the car won't start. It'll just give you a beep, and then the instrument cluster will say code, where you have to enter in your code. In this case, it was 1000, and you can hit deactivate, and now the car will start. See, the code was turned off. That's it. Pretty straightforward, and a couple cool little features. What you were hearing was the MP3 CD changer that shows MP3s with ID3 tags on it. And this car is a 2003 E39 5 Series, and to be able to support this functionality, you would need the new BM53 radio, which is on the BeamerNav website. It's called the BM53 radio. It needs to be the newest version, as well as the BMW MP3 CD changer. So the BM53 radio is required to be able to support MP3s. The MK4 navigation, which is the navigation that has the 3D map view, which is available in MK4. The BM53 radio, the MK4, and the MP3 CD changer are all in this car, and that's why you see MP3s with ID3 tags on it.